Welcome, Mitch Cleary.
He's here, Bill. He's here, and he's got the suit on, the shirt. It means business.
Yeah. Footy's not far away, Daisy. I think last time I was in the T-shirt and shorts, but I thought I'd smarten up a bit for you guys today.
Do you get over to Perth, do you, this weekend?
No,
or?
my partner Kate is very close to giving birth, Bill, so I'm sitting this one out. A bit jealous of those people heading over. A bit of rock nest fishing and all those sorts of activities
FIFO,
happening.
That's about all you do in Perth. Now, tell us names. Have we worked out?
Yeah, we've got a name.
Righto.
Not going to reveal it here.
Oh, right. And sex?
Girl.
Oh,
Daisy works, and so does Billy.
Billy.
Rabsy,
Very good.
not so much.
No.
But alongside everything you're doing, about to become a dad too, there's big news with you and Triple M. You'll be joining the Rush Hour every Wednesday. This is correct?
Wow.
Correct, yeah. So they've extended the olive branch to me, so I appreciate that, and looking forward to being here with the boys all season.
Well, I am sitting in the chair of the captain, so on behalf of myself, JB, Bill, Rabsy, the
Great
team
to
out
have
here,
you, Mitch.
we want to say a big congratulations to you. It's big shoes to fill. It's a big seat to sit in. We know you're the best. That's why we've got you. So we look forward to working with you. And on behalf of everyone, we don't have a baggy green, but for the rest of this interview, you have to wear the mega hat.
Okay,
Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know
Not
if
the mega hat.
I don't know if JB knows about this yet, so I might be a bit nervous when he comes back into that
no,
seat.
he knows.
Does he?
By round 15, you forgot about
Don't
it.
worry. He won't be here for another 6 months. That looks good.
That looks cool.
How are we going to ask him stuff about footy?
You can still do it. You just wear a hat.
What's going on, Mitchy? What's...
Where do you want to start, Bill?
Well, we can start wherever you want, mate.
Sam Mitchell spoke to him last night for an interview on 7 News, talking about how he's using AI to help his coaching in 2026. Now, AI is taking over the world. It's everywhere. Google anything and it comes up with AI suggestions.
Yes.
Big businesses are using it, but it's filtering its way into footy. He says he uses it for his game preparation. Even used one example where before he sits down with a player, he'll use AI to ask the artificial intelligence how to get the best response or to get the best topics and clarity across to interviews and topics with his players. So it's fascinating
Isn't that
that
just
coaches.
skills you learn that, he's been around a long time, footy clubs.
He has.
So he should know how to talk to his players.
But he's a new age guy, Sam Mitchell. He's trying to take it forward and see what he can eke out of the AI world.
And what has he come up with so far? Is he...
Everyone at Hawthorn will say he's obsessed. He was sort of keeping his cards close to his chest into, how he uses it with game trends and opposition analysis. But from the people you speak to at Hawthorn, says he talks about this daily, uses it daily. He's done trips about it, and he thinks it's going to give Hawthorn the edge this year.
Right.
How's it going out there at Dingley?
Have you been?
I've been a couple of
Is
times.
it windy as all get out?
It's windy. I reckon it's windy before about lunchtime, and then it eases off. But yeah,
What? Just goes away at lunch?
That's my
The old
random.
late
The
afternoon glass off.
Fremantle doctor or the
We'll have to-
Dingley doctor.
We'll have to get Jane Bunn on, but yeah, it is windy, and I think a few players out there have sort of mentioned it.
Yes.
Lucky they don't. It might prepare them for a few games in Launceston.
Is there coffee shops out there and all that?
It's a little way away.
Interesting.
What are you
Well, the
alluding to?
Hawthorn boys, I suppose they're at Waverley, but they like to have a nice little coffee at a nice shop, don't they?
Yeah.
A bit like St Kilda, I'm thinking.
Well, we can touch on the Saints. A lot's been made about, and of course, Chris Fagan went on to talk about two of their players being paid so much and whether they're the best players in the comp. What's going on? What's the wash up from all of that?
Well, they've put a lot of eggs into the basket for this year, haven't they? And we see the numbers come out in recent days. 58 players last year earned more than $1 million, which is just extraordinary to
How
think
many?
where the game's 58.
Good
Last
though.
year-
The revenue that the game's bringing in never been higher.
And I think
pie,
it's about time that the best players get the best money. I think for too long, players were paying B and C graders too much money and the top end stars weren't getting enough. But of those players, one of them didn't play a game last year, and that was Max King. Because a lot of what happened with his contract last year was that all of his money was funneled into 2025, and it means in years to come he'll be on less money to allow them to pay for De Koning, Silvani, Nazai Wanganeen Miller. But they are chips in on this year, and if they don't start the year hot, I think some big questions are going to come. Because for me, if they don't progress this year, you may as well go back to the drawing board.
What's their start like, Daisy? You've been studying all the teams.
Yes, I'm going in alphabetical order, Bill.
Righto, so not...
So they got Collingwood first up. That's a big chance to get a big scalp, 80,000 on Grand Prix night.
And they've
for opening
requested
round.
that. They're going all out with
That's
entertainment and everything.
And they have to pay money to get out of their Marvel game to play that game at the G. So they're going all in on that game.
And Max King's hurt his calf, hasn't he?
Yeah, so he won't play in the next month or so. But again, he's got to build up with his knee as well. So still indefinite timeline around Max.
They got Collingwood, then they've got Melbourne, at home. Then they have GWS away and
Wow.
then Brisbane away.
Oh, there's some tough games.
Yeah.
Like, could comfortably be 1 and 3 at best.
2 and 2 would be nice for
2
them.
and 2
Yeah.
would be ideal, but yeah, they're not an easy start. What's going on? There's plenty. We'll start with the more serious stuff. Stephen May and Bobby Hill. What's going on here?
Yeah, people at Collingwood are preparing to be without Bobby Hill for at least the first half of the season. He's still away from the club. He's working on his personal stuff that's going on. He is a long way from playing AFL footy, and even when he does get welcomed back to the Pies, if that happens at all this year, he's going to have to have a big block of training and hit the weights room and that sort of thing. So he's a long way away. I was at Melbourne training this morning. Still no sign of Stephen May. It's been now 2 weeks since he's been at the club. Again, he's dealing with some really delicate off-field personal situations that, for legal reasons, we can't go into here on the rush hour.
But both not at the club.
Correct, yeah. And Stephen May, again, I would be surprised to see him play early in the year for Melbourne, if at all. There's still some negotiating to be done in the background there. And a lot of what is happening now with Stephen May and the footy club is being done through his management. The club haven't really been able to sit down and speak to Stephen as much as they would have liked so far, because that's through the legal process that's going on. But there's still a few hoops to jump through before we get an update on Stephen May.
Speaking of Melbourne, Jack Viney, he might miss the first half of the year.
Yeah, I heard Max say that on the show the other night.
Well,
3
he told
months.
us that. I didn't know that.
No Clary, no Petrarca.
No Jack Viney.
Jack Viney goes out for the first 3 months of the season. Jack Steele comes in. That's pretty important now.
Yeah.
And then they've got Caleb Windsor, who they're thinking will play a bit more inside midfield this year. Harvey Langford's a big one. Top 10 pick a couple of years ago. Just even at training this morning, the size that he's put on, they've got a big high hopes for him. But if I'm a Melbourne fan, I'm probably looking more for the upside on these young kids than thinking we can play finals. I think they're a little while off.
Max was very big on saying that no journo had made their way to Casey.
Yes.
Just a little. I
did hear
What
that.
are you going around in the minute?
I'm actually planning to go there on Friday because they've got an intra club. Just wait for the real stuff to start. But I've been down to Gosh's a couple of times. Casey's a
Oh, gosh, is around the corner. I could walk there.
Yeah, it's not far from
Have you, though?
No.
Go down and see half the Geelong footy clubs there. Stephen King, Matty Scarlett.
They are. Scarlo's there,
Jared
isn't he?
Rivers.
What's he doing down there, Scarlo?
He was doing a lot of
backline
chatting
stuff?
over the fence today to a few people. He's just doing a bit of schmoozing, but no, they're loving his impact.
He's good, Scarlo.
You
Yes.
two can talk what the Cats are doing off air. Hang around because we need to get to State of Origin 2. It's going to be massive this weekend.
Now, I tell you what, it's going to be on. It's going to be on Full House.
If every player lives up to what they're saying, it will mean something. I think they want it to mean something because I know that it might mean a few extra bucks in the pocket for years to come, and they can have a bit more legacy when they finish their career. They can say, oh, I played in that 2026 State of Origin game. Let's hope it all follows through on what they're saying.
How much are they getting paid?
So it's a minimum $20,000 per player, and then they can earn up to $60,000 depending on tourism dollars and extra little bits and pieces they're doing to promote the state of WA.
Really?
I think
Not
the
bad.
best thing that's happened so far for this game, and don't have this taken the wrong way, the West Australian side looks a touch light on, which means they're going to have to try their backsides off. So regardless of how Victoria rock up, if the West Australian boys come in and just start rolling the sleeves up and ripping right in, won't take long for the competitors to come out and go, all right,
And
on.
it's perfect for Perth and Adelaide if it goes out that way in years to come. Because I think if it was a game at the G, people might think, oh, we get enough blockbusters, there's enough big-time footy here. But Perth will really get around this game.
They will.
The other thing, too, is you look at the Victorian team on paper. Toby Green's the only small forward. WA have Charlie Cameron, Cozzy Pickett, Shea Bolton. So if there's one area of the ground that they might be able to get them, WA, it could be the small forwards. I think Victoria might have just gone a bit tall with Gunston, Sam Darcy and Ben King.
Their midfield's all right. They'll just throw one of those.
They might not get out of the centre, WA.
Exactly. Gee, their midfield stacked. What's going on with the WhatsApp group with the Vics?
So we know Jeremy Cameron is out. Probably always unlikely to play.
Yeah.
Despite 4 months on from that broken arm, he's still feeling it a little bit. He hasn't been unleashed in the match practice just yet at the Cattery.
Before you move on, that's far too long for a broken arm and a surgery.
He said that as well. He said this has taken a lot longer than I thought. There's been, I think, a few complications early with the surgery. So I think there was even a stage in the last 2 or 3 weeks that he was considering whether I have to go for more surgery. But he's on the other side of it now. He should play opening round against the Gold Coast Suns. I think they're just being extra cautious now.
Yeah.
Given it is technically an exhibition game, no point taking the risk, given you can just bring up someone like
Plus,
Ben King.
Scotty's the coach.
But in the WhatsApp group, Bill, everyone was jumping in and having their bits of banter. And Jeremy, my understanding is, wrote, disappointing boys, flat I can't make it, wish I could be there and have a beer with you, at Toby Green, at Marcus Bontempelli. So trying to bring the two guys who Toby himself has been quoted in the past as saying, I'll never have a beer with the Bont, given their history together. So
right.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall when they all sit down in their first meeting on Thursday tomorrow for the main training.
And if they have a win and stubbies get thrown around.
Scotty just walk in with a beer each and just say, play the clip. Here you go. Cheers, move on.
Just on Scotty. Where's he been? He hasn't been down the Cattery, has he?
Everyone you speak to at Geelong, Bill, will say, oh, this happens every year. I don't think it's been this close to the start of the season. It's 4 weeks or less than until Geelong's first game of the season proper. And he hasn't been back much at all this side of Christmas. I know he normally takes his December time away, but they're saying he's empowering Nathan Buckley, James Raleigh, James Kelly, and he's been having phone calls with the players.
So
Nigel Lappin,
having Bucks there, it would be fantastic. The young blokes are loving Bucks. They are.
No, he's good. He gets it.
Loving him.
Yeah.
Nigel Lappin, he's been around the moon a few times.
He's the guru. I think Nigel Lappin, I don't know if he ever wants to be a senior coach, but he's been one that clubs have thrown some big offers at in recent years.
Yeah.
For the South Australian audience, Adelaide have had a few injury concerns. Have you got any updates there? Of course, Keane and Curtin.
Yeah, Keane's a big loss, isn't he? He was All-Australian squad last year, going to miss at least 3 months. I think he's really important to the way they play, Mark Keane. And then Curtin's going to miss a big chunk of the start of the season. He was the one they were thinking midfield, that big body. Rochelli's the one they're really excited about, playing a bit more inside midfield. They think he can take the jump and be a bit of tandem between Rankin and Rochelle, a bit more speed through the midfield.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Have you been on any Bucks parties lately, Mitch?
Trying to think. No, are you leading into something?
Port Arlington Hotel.
Oh yeah, it was. I was down there. I wasn't on the Bucks. I walked in and there was 2 Bucks parties, and they were both going at each other. Myself and my mates were happy to sit back and watch the shenanigans there.
Scotty's Bucks party, wasn't it?
Didn't throw a chair.
You haven't been out in Melbourne, CBD?
No, I missed it that night.
And there's plenty of noise from up north, positives being Jamara, but the little asterisk and question mark is about the Lions and what's happened there over the off-season.
Yeah, they're pretty confident that that's just going to be a blip on the radar. That's going to be more of a December thing. Right. The captaincy, we're going to, I think, get a decision in the next 7 days on what they do there. If I was a betting man, I would say Harris Andrews is going to be sole captain.
Right.
I think Chris Fagan, he came at the same time as Hugh McCluggage and arrived at the club having drafted him. He loves Hugh, but just can't split Hugh or Josh Dunkley, given I think if it was a pure player vote, Josh Dunkley would be right up there.
Right.
Yes.
I think Harris might get the sole captaincy, and he's pretty handy at that.
And do we drink the Kool-Aid on Mara?
We drink the Kool-Aid on Jamara.
Given the fact, so Ethan Reid is a young star that they've got high hopes for.
Yes.
They're moving him to the wing to be a bit of a Mark Blitzarves
202 centimetre won the time trial.
around the ground style player. So that might be just making some room for Jamara inside 50. They've still got to fit Jed Walter in.
Yes.
You talk about contracts this year. Ben King's a free agent, and Jed Walter is out of contract.
Ooh.
If Walter's not playing early, I think clubs will back up the truck for him.
Sniffing around. Speaking of captains, when have they appointed a captain at St Kilda?
Not yet, officially.
Where's
I
Callum?
think Wilkie would be really strong favourite to get
Gotta
that.
be.
Although he did meet with Bevo last year.
They just ran into each other at the pub. Bevo
Do you want your captain meeting with other coaches?
Well, he wasn't captain, and he isn't yet, but he's a star. He was never going to leave St Kilda, was he?
No, I think it was a smart play. They've got enough. When there's lesser players getting more money than you at your footy club, I can understand how it got to that.
No, he wouldn't leave Wilkes. Hey, how's Mum?
She's great.
Good. Is she excited to be a grandma?
She's very excited. She's actually helping me do a bit of gardening at my place in Geelong in the last couple of days, so she's been busy.
Oh, so you got her around to do the gardening.
Yep.
Come on,
Lovely.
Mitchie.
And what's on 7 News tonight? Who you got?
One-on-one with Alistair Clarkson. He hasn't
What
done
are
a
you
lot
gonna
of
ask
media.
him? First question.
Were you scared?
No, he's got a bit of presence about him, but I've
Plenty.
got to know him a bit more over
Good.
the years.
Okay.
Is this go time? This is year 4 of Clarko. They've gone and got the picks. The kids are starting to turn. The boys are starting to become men.
Good.
Is it actually go time? So keen to hear what he has to say about that.
Okay, very good as always, and congratulations again on officially being part of the Triple M team.
Yes, good on you, Mitchie.
Love being here.